Hello guys, welcome back to TFD. And buckle up, because what I'm about to break down might be the most dominant start to a season we've ever seen in modern basketball. We're talking about a team that's not just beating opponents, not edging them out, not relying on lucky bounces or miracle shots. We're talking about a team that is dismantling the NBA so thoroughly that their best player practically spends the fourth quarter sipping water on the bench because there's nothing left to do. And that team, ladies and gentlemen, is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's talk about it. The most terrifying start we've seen in years. Right now, OKC has become the nightmare that every contender hopes they don't run into. You want dominance? How about a 21-1 start so overwhelming it doesn't even feel real? Just think about that. A 21-1 record, one of the best starts in NBA history. And by the time you're watching this, it might already be 22-1. The Thunder didn't just join elite company, they rewrote the invite list. Only 4 teams have ever reached 21 wins in their first 22 games. 2015-16 Warriors, the 73-win Monsters. 1993-94 Rockets, who finished the job and won a title. 1969-70 Knicks, another champion. And now, the 2024-25 OKC Thunder. If you're keeping track, that is historic company. 3 of those teams finished with a championship, and one of them posted the greatest regular season record ever. And guess what? This OKC team already knows exactly what that pressure feels like, because they're coming off a 68-win season and a championship of their own. Last year's Thunder went 68-14. Only 6 teams in NBA history ever reached that win total. So ask yourself, is 74 wins really unrealistic? Is breaking the Warriors' 73-win record impossible? No, not even close. Let me explain why. The best defense of the modern era. This team isn't just winning, they're dismantling opponents. OKC currently leads the NBA with a defensive rating of 105.2, and they're doing it while outrunning everybody. They're giving up 6 fewer points per 100 possessions than the next closest team. 6 whole points. In a league built around spacing, threes, and offense-first guards, that margin is insane. But it's not just the stats, it's the energy. Watch any Thunder run, and you'll see 5 players flying around like they've been shot out of a cannon. They swarm passing lanes, they force turnovers, they turn defense into 15-0 avalanches in the blink of an eye. This team doesn't play defense, they ambush you. And it's not accidental. Not luck, not hot shooting, it's identity. They lead the league in net rating, plus 15, which would break the all-time record. Turnovers forced, 17.9 per game. Second in turnover percentage. They hit you with waves and they never let up. But even with all that, they wouldn't be this dominant without the engine of the entire operation. The MVP is even better than last year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, reigning MVP, franchise cornerstone, and the calmest killer in the NBA. He just recorded his 94th straight 20-point game, second only to Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, that is the level we're talking about. And somehow, he's better this year. He's more efficient from 2-point range, 3-point range, at the line, in transition, in pick-and-roll creation, in shot-making under pressure. Last year, he dragged the young team to 68 wins and a championship. This year, he's doing it while barely playing fourth quarters. He's not chasing stats, he's chasing wins. And the craziest part? He did all this without his co-star for nearly an entire month. The return of Jalen Williams and the rise of a new star. 24-year-old Jalen Williams, fresh from his first All-Star season, missed the first 19 games with a torn ligament in his right wrist. He's a right-handed shooter. He couldn't use his right hand all offseason. So what did he do? He built an offhand jumper with his left hand out of boredom. Like, what? Only in OKC. And while he was out, the Thunder just casually unleashed another hidden gem, A.J. Mitchell. Drafted 38th, no huge hype, no headlines. But in 19 games as a starter, he averaged 15.9 points, 3.8 assists, 3.6 rebounds, 1.7 steals. He was a monster, a perfect system fit, the next product of the OKC talent machine. This team develops players better than almost anyone else in the league. SGA gets the headlines, J-Dub gets the highlight plays, Dort gets the defensive praise. But Chet Holmgren, he's the reason the Thunder system works. He's averaging 18.4 points, 8 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, 56% shooting, 81% from the line. He's not the loud, chest-beating big man. He's the silent weapon that bends defenses until they break. And with Jalen Williams out, he didn't just step up. He became the clear number 2 option. But here's the real kicker. Chet is still 22 years old, and he's already this good. The scariest part, they're still one of the youngest teams in the NBA. The Thunder entered this season with an average age of 24.5, 6th youngest team in the league. Let that sink in. They just won a championship, have the MVP, have the DPOY candidates, have depth for days, have stars who haven't peaked yet, and they're still young enough that half the roster can't rent a car without an extra fee. This is insane, and it gets crazier. The Thunder have a war chest of draft picks. You would think after the Paul George trade, at some point the Clippers would catch a break. Nope. Thanks to that deal, OKC owns the rights to swap with Houston for the Clippers pick in 2026. And the Clippers started the year 5-16, their worst start in over a decade. That pick could be top 5, top 3, maybe even number 1. And OKC doesn't even need it. But wait, there's more. They also have Utah's 2025 first-round pick, top 8 protected, Philly's 2026 first-round pick, top 4 protected. This team is already overflowing with talent, and they might be adding 3 lottery picks in 2 seasons. Think about that. A team that could win 70-plus games has more young players than it can fit into the rotation and still has enough draft capital to rebuild 2 entire franchises from scratch. This isn't fair, but it's not luck. It's elite planning and elite execution. The Care Seal of Approval. Steve Kerr, who played on the 72-10 Bulls and coached the 73-9 Warriors, said this: "Really, really smart players. A great coach, really connected. They're on pace to shatter the record. If anyone knows what it takes to reach the mountaintop, it's him." And the thing he stressed most: 0 agendas, 0 ego, 0 selfishness. Just winning. And that's exactly what this OKC team is built on. They don't just beat you, they break you. You can feel it when they play. They pick up full court. They swarm the paint. They rotate like a hive of bees. They don't foul. They don't complain. They don't stop. And once they smell blood, the avalanche begins. Teams walk onto the court hopeful. Teams walk off the court humiliated. This isn't normal dominance. This is strategic destruction. The pressure of greatness. The scary thing is that they're not the hunters anymore. They're supposed to be the hunted, the defending champs. But when you watch them, they're the ones doing the hunting. They're the ones setting the tone. They're the ones controlling the pace. They're the ones forcing everyone else to catch up. And the pressure is only going to get heavier the closer they get to 70 wins. But this team looks built for pressure. The greatest rebuild in NBA history. Let's be clear. This Thunder run isn't accidental. It isn't a fluke. It isn't temporary. This is the result of smart drafting, elite development, patience, a clear vision, unselfish stars, and a relentless culture who might end up in the Hall of Fame. They didn't cut corners. They didn't panic. They didn't chase stars or throw money at aging veterans. They built it the right way, brick by brick, pick by pick, player by player. And now the league is paying the price. This isn't the future.
This is the present. OKC isn't coming. They're already here, and they might be the most terrifying team ever assembled. Tell us what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe.